Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old Ballgame.
Welcome to Apba Baseball Classics, and last week we did the theme of baseball rivalries, and we did the last thing we did was the cities of Chicago and St. Louis. This week we will do the cities of Boston and New York. We will feature the 1978 Boston Red Sox and the 1999 New York Yankees. Here's the starting lineup for Boston. Rick Burleson at shortstop. Jerry Remy, second base. Fred Lynn in center field. Jim Rice in left field. Carlton Fisk is the catcher. Carl Yastrzemski at first base. Dwight Evans in right field. Butch Hodgson, the third baseman. And the starting pitcher today for Boston is Dennis Eckersley. That's right, starting pitcher. We know him as a relief pitcher, but early in his career, he was a very good starter. Great B pitcher, Y and Z modifiers. For the New York Yankees, Chuck Knobloch will lead off at second base. Derek Jeter at shortstop. We have Bernie Williams in center field. Paul O'Neill in right field. Tino Martinez is the first baseman. Jorge Posada is the catcher. Chili Davis is in left field. Scott Brocious at third base. And David Cohn, the pitcher, grade B, X modifier. We're ready to begin this rivalry. Here's the first pitch to Rick Burleson. 54 is a fly out to the right fielder, Paul O'Neill. Here's the second baseman, Jerry Remy, and current Red Sox broadcaster. 46 roll is a fly out to the left fielder, Chili Davis. And two quick outs for Boston. Fred Lynn, the 1975 AL MVP and Rookie of the Year at the same time. First player to do that. 25 is going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Bernie Williams. So the Red Sox are retired in the top of the first on 3 flyouts. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Dennis Eckersley has completed his warm-up tosses, and he will be facing leadoff hitter Chuck Knobloch. 62 is the roll. It's going to be a fly out to Dewey Evans in right field. Derek Jeter. 33 is a second column roll. 54 is a triple to left center field. And the Yankees are in business with a runner on third. Bernie Williams will come to bat. He's the defending American League batting champion in 1998. Here's the pitch for Williams. It's a roll of a 5-5. That's an 8. And that is going to be a fly out to right field, a sacrifice fly. And the Yankees have the first run of the game. Here's Paul O'Neill with the bases clear. 62 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And there are 2 outs to Tino Martinez. Ball 4 to Martinez. slow runner, but the Yankees are not going to play it safe here. Here's the pitch to Posada. 54 is a flyout to right fielder Dewey Evans that will close out the first inning, but the Yankees break out on top, 1-0. Go to the top of the second inning. David Cone comes out to do his warm-up pitches. He was a high school football player, played quarterback at Rockhurst High School in Kansas City, one of the best programs in Missouri. But pitching is his career, and a fine pitcher he is. Here's Jim Rice leading off for Boston. 35 is the roll. It's going to be a 9. He gets a B pitcher for a base hit for Jim Rice. Okay, Rice has average speed at first base. Carlton Fisk, the catcher. 2-2 is a second column roll. 41 is 11. And it's a single over first base, and that will allow Rice to go to third. And the Red Sox have runners on first and third. Okay, 11's in basic. Apba allow for a steal at second base, but I let the catcher challenge it. A 7 will throw the runner out on 11 through 16. And here goes Fisk. Safe. He would be safe at second base. And with nobody out, Red Sox have runners at second and third. Kai Yastrzemski will be the batter for Boston. The Yankees will play their infield back. 36 is the roll. That's a 12. Against the fielding column 2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3 for Yastrzemski. Dwight Evans. Infield is still back. 16 on the column 2 is going to be a single to center. One runner scores. The other one scores on a wild throw from the center fielder, Fred Lynn. Or Bernie Williams. So we have 2 runs scoring. Boston goes up 2-1. And Dwight Evans will end up at second base on the single in the air. We get one RBI. Yeah, I forgot to change the inning on that. We are in the top of the second. And the batter is Butch Hobson. With 1 out. Pitchers on deck. David Cohn's going to still pitch to Hobson. 63 is going to be a fly out to the left fielder, Chili Davis. And there are 2 outs. Bringing the bat, the pitcher, Dennis Eckersley. The line drive to the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And that ends the second inning. 2-run score on 3 hits. It's Boston 2, New York 1. Chili Davis will lead off the bottom of the second for New York, longtime batting coach in the major leagues after his career. 25 is going to be against fielding column 1 for the Red Sox. That's a ground out to Jerry Remy for the first out. Scott Brocious. 25 is a base hit for Brocious. Here comes David Cohn. Started his career with his hometown team, the Kansas City Royals. Also pitched for the Mets. Here he is with the Yankees. He is going to square around bunt. 3 is a 21. That's going to be back to the pitcher, who throws over to Yastrzemski for the out. Sacrifice 1-3. and Brocious will go to second with 2 away. And here is Chuck Knobloch with 2 outs. Here we go. 61 is a 42, fielding column 1, hit by pitch ball. First and second. Brings to bat Derek Jeter, who was 349 hitter in 1999. Dexterously winds, he throws. 1-2 is a ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. That ends the second inning. Score is Red Sox 2, Yankees 1. Top of the order, we'll lead off the third inning. And Rick Burleson, who flied out the right and back into first. This is going to be a base hit for Rick Burleson. 7s are nearly always base hits. So Burleson's at first with average speed, and Jerry Remy the batter. '21 is a fly out to the left fielder Chili Davis for the first out. All right, Fred Lynn comes to bat. Fred Lynn played his college career in center field at University of Southern California, where he won 3 College World Series. 21 is a fly out to Chili Davis as well. And now Jim Rice. Top 3 hitters in the Red Sox order all came up at the end of 1974 together. Burleson, Rice, and Lynn. Here's the pitch to Rice. 64 is going to be base on balls. Rice is on for the second time. And there's runners at first and second. Carlton Fisk. Fisk singled and stole a base in the second inning. 51 is a 9 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a infield hit as Carlton Fisk is motoring along with his legs today. Infield base hit, loads the bases for Carl Yastrzemski. All right, can Carl Yastrzemski put a quarter in the merry-go-round for the Red Sox? Here's the pitch for David Cone. 26 is a fly ball to right field, measured by Paul O'Neill, and he makes the catch, ending the top of the third inning. Okay, the Yankees reigning Gold Glove and Silver Slugger Award winner for center field will lead off for New York. 34 is a fly ball to Fred Lynn in center field. He makes the catch for the first out. Paul O'Neill. 24 is a swing and miss, strike 3. And for the second time, Paul O'Neill goes down swinging. Batter is Tino Martinez. And he strikes out. So a quick third for New York. We go to the fourth. Boston 2, New York 1. Dewey Evans leads off the fourth for the Red Sox. 1-2 is a ground out to second base. There's an X modifier, so that's not going to be a ground out. It'll be a strikeout instead. So 1 down. Here's Butch Hobson. Butch Hobson went on to manage the Red Sox in 1992 through 94 and is currently managing with the Chicago team in the American Association. Chicago Dogs, I think they're called the Dogs. But I saw them play against the Kansas City T-Bones this past summer, and that was Butch Hobson managing them. Also had Carlos Zambrano on that team. He's playing a position and swinging the bat, and he did very well. So here's a pitch to Hobson. 43 is a ground out to the pitcher. X modifier, so Hobson strikes out. And we go to the pitcher, Dennis Eckersley. 63 is a 33. Pop up to Jerry Remy at second base, or not Jerry Remy, it's pop up to Chuck Knobloch at second base for the third out. We don't use, on Apba Classics, we do not use the designated hitter. Make the pitchers hit. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Red Sox 2, Yankees 1. Jorge Posada leads off. 1-5 is a base hit for Posada. He is a slow runner, and the Yankees will play safe on the base path. Chili Davis. 34 is a fly out to Fred Lynn in center field. Scott Brocious. He was a 247 hitter in 1999 after he over 300 in 98. 53 is a 20. Fielding column 1 for the runner on first. He's going to be out of first. Posada will go to second. Thrown out by Jerry Remy. 2 outs. And the pitcher, David Cohn. 62 is a swing and miss for strike 3. We're at the top of the fifth. Boston 2 and New York 1. The Rooster, Rick Wilson, will lead off the fifth inning. Wilson is a 4-time All-Star with the Red Sox. There's a 6-6 roll that's going to get him to a hit column. 63 is going to be a double for Rick Burleson. Mostly made those All-Star teams from his defense, but could hit a little bit. He's running on second base, nobody out. Jerry Remy the batter. Remy will square around the bunt. 65 is 35. That's a double play. Runners out at second, batter out first, catcher to shortstop to the second baseman. F batter safe at first. So it's not a double play, rather a fielder's choice. Oh, no. Reading the wrong chart here. Let's go to the third base chart. Same result. Fielder's choice. We have first baseman hold on a minute. Okay, finally to the right chart with the sacrifice and runner on second base. It's a strikeout. So that didn't work out too well, but we go to the third hitter lineup. Fred Lynn, who had 298 in 1978. 26 is a roll. It's going to be a fly out to the right fielder, Paul O'Neill. And there are 2 down, and it's going to be up to Jim Rice to get this runner home for the Red Sox. There's the pitch to Rice. 1-3 is a walk. Second time Rice has walked. Third time he's been on base. Carlton Fisk. And Fisk hit 284, 1978, first and second. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It could be, it is out of here. 3-run home run for Carlton Fisk, scoring Burleson, Rice, and himself. And that kind of breaks the game open. It is 5-1 Boston. David Cohn will be pitching now to Carl Yastrzemski. 1-4 is a fly out to Chili Davis in left field. That ends at the top of the fifth, but Boston is now in front 5-1 over New York. Here we go to the bottom of the fifth. Dennis Eckersley, as a starter in 1978, walked less than 2 batters per 9 innings. And he's going to want to just top the agenda, throw strikes here. Here's the pitch to Chuck Knobloch. That's going to be a fly out to Fred Lynn in center field for the first out. Throw strikes, make them get hits. Don't walk anybody. Pitch to Jeter, 31. It's going to be a hit for Jeter. And we'll have, for the Yankees, Speed at first base. He's an F-rated runner. And Bernie Williams. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Paul O'Neill. O'Neill has struck out both times up today. 1-4 is a fly out to the left fielder, Jim Rice. And we go to the top of the 6th, Boston 5, New York 1. New York will approach the 6th inning with a new pitcher in for David Cohn. Mike Stanton will be the reliever. He is a grade C relief pitcher, X and Z modifiers. He will be using his relief grade C against the first batter for the Red Sox, Dwight Evans. 1-2 is a ground ball to Chuck Knobloch, except there is an X modifier, so that will be a strikeout on the X modifier. Which option comes to bat? Former Alabama football player for Bear Bryant gets a 51 roll and 9. It's going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Scott Brocious, for the second out. And now Dennis Eckersley. 63 is a pop out to second base. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-1. Boston. Tino Martinez will lead off. 65 is a pop up to the catcher, Carlton Fisk. 1 away. Jorge Posada, the Yankee catcher. Ground ball to Rick Burleson over to Carlos Scrimpsey at first for the second out. Score at 6-3. And the batter is Chili Davis. 21 is a ground out to the third baseman, Butch Hobson. Go to the top of the 7th, Boston 5, New York 1. Okay, all 3 times Rick Burleson has batted in this day is at the top of the inning, and he's done that role well with a single and a double and scored a run. Mike Stanton is still on for the Yankees. He pitches a 55. That's going to be a base hit for Rick Burleson, and he is 3 for 4 in the game. Jerry Remy is the batter. Tried to bunt last time up and struck out. He swings away this time. 23 is a ground out to second base, who throws to the shortstop, Jeter, to retire Burleson. And fielder's choice for Jerry Remy, who will be on first base with an F rating. Fast runner, Fred Lynn. Fly out to the right fielder, Paul O'Neill, for the second out. Jim Rice. Rice is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Here's a 33. That's a 3. That's going to be off a C pitcher, double to center, and the run scores. So Rice plates Jerry Remy and is now Boston 6, New York 1. Carlton Fisk. Fisk is 3 for 3 today with a 3-run homer in the game. Here's the pitch to Fisk. 23 is a fly out to the left fielder, Chili Davis. That's the third out in the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is now Boston's 6 and the Yankees 1. So Scott Brocious, who is 1 for 2, will be the leadoff hitter for New York, 62. It's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. And there will be a pinch hitter for the pitcher. The pitch hitter is Ricky Leday for the Yankees. Pitch to Leday. 32 is a ground out to Jerry Remy. Leday is retired 4-3. To the top of the order we go. And Chuck Knobloch. '62 is a fly out to the right fielder, Paul O'Neill. Not Paul O'Neill. Dewey Evans. Okay, so the Yankees are out in the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. Boston 6, New York 1. Okay, in the 8th inning, the new pitcher for New York will be Jason Grimsley. He's a grade B reliever with a Y modifier. Grimsley in 1999 was 7-2 with a .360 earned run average. Carl Yastrzemski steps in, holds that bat high above his head. Here is the pitch to Yastrzemski. 63 is a fly ball to Bernie Williams in center field, who makes the catch for the first out. Dwight Evans. Ground ball to the shortstop. Derek Jeter over to Tino Martinez, 2 away. Here is Butch Hobson. 26 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox 6, the New York Yankees 1. Derek Jeter set the lead off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Yankees. He was the 1992 Baseball America Coaches High School Player of the Year. Here's the pitch to Jeter. 32 is a ground out to Jerry Remy, who throws over to first base for the first out. And Jeter is 2 for 4 today with a single and a triple. Bernie Williams comes to bat. 1-4 is a fly out to Jim Rice in left field. Paul O'Neill. 44 is a fly out to the center fielder, Fred Lynn. We go to the top of the 9th. Boston 6, New York 1. Okay, Dennis Eckersley set the lead off the top of the 9th for Boston. He's not really even close to his point of weakness. So he's going to bat and try to pitch a complete game. Here's the pitch from Grimsley. 23 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, And so he grounds out, pitcher to first base, first out. Rick Burleson. That's a ground ball to the second baseman, Chuck Knobloch, who throws over to first. Second out, 4-3. Now Jerry Remy. 26 is a ground ball back to the pitcher. We're at the bottom of the 9th. Boston 6, New York 1. Okay, Eckersley has 32 batters on his pitching card, and he's only pitched through the order 3 times, plus 4 batters. So that's 24 batters, and he could go 8 batters before retiring here in the 9th. Here's the pitch to Tippy Martinez, the bottom of the 9th. 54 is going to be a fly out to the right fielder, Dwight Evans. One down in the 9th. Jorge Posada. Posada has 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts. 25 is going to be a base hit for Posada. And with one out, he'll be at first. He's a slow-rated runner, so the Yankees will play it safe on the base pass. Here is Chili Davis. 15 is a 10 on a B pitcher, single to right center. The runner goes to third, and it says he can steal second on the second pitch with 2 strikes on the batter. So while I set the runners, I'm going to think about that. If he steals, they're 5 runs down. I don't think he's going to try to steal. No, he's going to stay at first. First and third for Scott Brocious. 36 is a high pop-up. Jerry Remy hasn't measured at second base and makes the catch. 2 down, and that will lead us to a pinch hitter for New York timeout. Okay, Luis Sojo will be the pitch hitter for New York. This 1999 set was 20 players per team, so I don't have players who didn't play much, like Darryl Strawberry, who had 327, but he only had 49 at bats. So he's not in that set. And the 3 guys I had to choose from are right-handers, so we'll go with Sojo. Here's the pitch to Sojo. To 45. That's going to be a Z modifier, so 2 balls and no strikes. First and third. Here's the pitch to Sojo. 25 is a 9. That's going to be a single over shortstop. A runner's going to score. And with 2 outs, the other runner will go to third. So Luis Sojo comes through for New York in the pinch hitting role. Makes the score 6-2. And back to the top of the order, Chuck Knobloch. Tying run is still on deck. Here's the pitch to Knobloch, 292 hitter, 1999. 44 is a 8. That is going to be a single to right. Runner's going to score. The runner scoring is Chili Davis. The other runner goes to third. So first and third again, it's now 6-3. Timeout. Okay, that base hit will chase Eckersley, and Dick Drago is the new pitcher for the Red Sox. He's a grade B reliever, Y modifier, and he will be pitching to dangerous Derek Jeter, and he is the tying run. There's the pitch to Jeter. 35 is a 9 against a B. That's a base hit over shortstop. Runner will score, and the other runner will go to third. So the parade continues. Sojo scores. Knobloch goes to third. And Jeter is at first. The score is 6-4, and the Yankees are not giving up. Those runners are charged to Dennis Eckersley, and the runner at first now, runner at third is Eckersley. Runner at first would be Dragos. Bernie Williams is the batter. Williams is 0-for-3 today's game. Hopes to do something here. Here's the pitch to Bernie Williams. 43 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, who throws over to first base, Yastrzemski, for the final out of today's ball game. Well, boy, the Yankees did not go down easy. Final score, Boston 6, New York 4. Today's game, featuring the 78 Red Sox and the 99 Yankees, was taken by the Red Sox. They scored 6 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Yankees scored 4 runs on 9 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Dennis Eckersley. and the losing pitcher was David Cohn. Dick Drago got a save for Boston. Today's star of the game would definitely be Dennis Eckersley. Out of many, there's a lot of choices here. Rick Burleson went 3 for 5, scored a run. Carlton Fisk went 3 for 4, he had a 3-run homer. But I think I would pick Dennis Eckersley, who controlled most of this game from the second inning through the ninth inning. He retired 21 out of 23 hitters. Ran into a snag in the ninth inning when I was bragging about his endurance and wasn't close to his point weakness. He hit a wall in the ninth inning where he gave up 4 singles out of 5 to the Yankees in the ninth. The Yankees didn't give up easily. They hit 5 hits, scored 4 runs in the ninth, or 3 runs in the ninth, and stranded runners on first and third to make the game interesting. But I would pick Dennis Eckersley, today's star of the game. Boston takes game 1 of this Boston-New York rivalry. We'll be back tomorrow with a different Red Sox Classic team and a different Yankee Classic team. So you'll take game 2, Boston-New York rivalry series. Thanks for joining us on Apba Baseball Classics. If you enjoyed this game, please hit subscribe and join me tomorrow. Thanks for watching.